right, gang, welcome to another workout. Today we are going to do 4 circuits of 3 exercises. It is going to be full body. You're going to want some heavier weights and some lighter weights because we're going to do both upper and lower moves. And we're going to have some fun. First up though, we are going to warm up. So, hands on heads, we're going to do some squats. We're going to do 10 squats. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do some jumping jacks. We're going to do 10. If you want to, you can step these out. 3, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're going to do reverse lunge. We're going to bring those arms up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do some windmills. We're going to reach hand towards the opposite toe. If you can't touch the toe, that's okay. Just reach towards it. That's fine. Just feel that stretch down the back. Open up that chest. Lost count of what we're doing, but we'll do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm going to do some hamstrings. So we're going to kick that forward and stroop it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now we're going to bring an elbow towards knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to need some hip circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to do some leg swings. If you need to hold on to a side, you can hold on to a side. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Turn around to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, take those arms back. 1. We're going to do 5 on the way back, and then 5 forward. 3, 4, and 5. Bring it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, core twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cross that right leg in front of the left. And your arm over for a side stretch. Hold for a couple of seconds. And we're going to the side. There we go, and hug it out. Woo. Nice. All right, so we're nice and warm. So time to get on with our first circuit. So the first circuit we're going to do is some shoulder presses. So weights at shoulders. We're going to elbows a little bit tucked in there. We don't want them straight out. A little bit in. We're going to press up like this. We're not going just yet. I'm just demonstrating. So we're going to do some shoulder press. Then we are going to do a squat. We're going to hold our weight between our legs. And we are going to do something called a constant squat, which means we are not going to complete the move. It's more than a pulse. We're going to squat down and then we're going to come almost all the way. Squeeze those glutes right at the top there for me. And then you're going to go straight back down. So no pause. We're just coming almost all the way up and then straight back down. You can hold one weight or you can hold both together to make it heavier. The stance for this squat is slightly wider. It's not really wide, super wide like a sumo squat. Still a normal stance squat, it's just slightly wider, so you can let that weight come between the legs, but still keep those knees pushing out, don't let them collapse in. And the last move here is we are going to hold our weights, we're going to touch the ground and reach the sky. Touch the ground. So bringing those 2 moves together, touch the ground and reach the sky. You can drop the weight for a lighter weight if you want to on that move. We are going to move for 45 seconds. 45 seconds? No, 40 seconds, sorry. We're going to move for 40 seconds and we're going to rest for 10. So we're going 3 times around on this circuit and then we're going to move on. I'm just going to press that timer there. So get yourself nice and ready. This is going to be a good one. Start your watch if you would like to. And Let's see how we go. All right, so weights at shoulders. Here we go for a shoulder press. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Press up, down, control. Keep that core nice and tight. What we don't want to see is a rib flare, so sort of arched back. And if you're really having to sort of push those weights up, they're probably a little too heavy, so it might be time to go a little lighter. No ego, amigo. Keep it steady. Make sure you can control that weight. We do want it challenging, but we just don't want it to cause us injury. So if you're really having to contort your body to get those weights up, just go a little lighter. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got 10 seconds rest, and then we are going to do that constant squat. So not coming all the way up, just before we come up. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see how far I come up. So we're going to squat down and then almost all the way up and back down. So you want to really pinch those glutes at the top of that move. Just keep it moving. Woo! Seconds. Once the front, so you can see my front form. Ooh. Feel that in those buns. Keep that core tight. 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're going to rest for 10 seconds, then we'll go all together. We're going to squat down and reach up. 5 seconds. Here we go. So if you can't touch the floor with these weights, that's fine. Just reach down to where you can. So if it's here, that's fine. Go to where you can. Feel that. We're having fun already. We're only on exercise 3. Three, 2, 1. All right, little rest here, 10 seconds though. And then we're going back to the press. So you see how fun this is. 2, 1. Here we go. Press up, control down. We have 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Give me that rest, then we're going in for those constant squats. 3, 2, 1. So get those shoulders back and down, our chest up. We don't want to be collapsed over. Don't let the weight pull you down there. Make sure those glutes squeeze at the top. Make sure those bum cheeks together at the bottom of the move to help drive you up. Almost there, we're in 10 seconds. 2, 1. All right, you've got 10 seconds. Then we're going to squat, touch the ground, and reach up. If you want to go to your lighter weights for this one, do it. Let's have some fun. Oof. 5 seconds. There we go, 10 seconds and we're going back to that press. Whew. And then this is the last round on this one. We're going to move on completely new exercises. We won't come back to the circuit, for better or for worse. I'm sure you'll be very sad. You'll get extra rest in between circuits whilst I demonstrate the next sets. So, look at you. 10 seconds on this one. Keep that core tight. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to come into that 10-second rest. Oh, I have my shoulders burning. Here we go, 2, 1. Almost all the way up. Keep it moving. Don't pause at the top. Keep the core tight. Shoulders back. How fast this first circuit's gone. Time flies when we're having fun. Seconds.
3, 2, 1.
All right, rest it out. Then we're going to touch ground, reach the sky.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Squat down, reach up. Use that squat. Power up that motion. Get those weights up, those shoulders and out. Try not to let them swing too far out. And let that back arch. Keep that core locked in nice and straight. Whew. There you go. Whew. All right, now rest. Grab some water while I demonstrate the next round to you. So, check the notes. So we're going to do a deadlift to a reverse lunge. Oh, a deadlift clean to reverse lunge. So, for a deadlift, shoulders back and down. I want you to imagine squeezing oranges underneath your armpits. That's going to keep your arms nice and tight in, which means your weights will stay nice and close to your legs. It'll also engage that upper back. Core tight, so inhale, exhale, core's locked in. Soft bend in the knee, weights are going to skim down to just below those knees here, but they're not going to drift away as soon as you drift away. You see, my back's going to arch out and I'm going to be lifting from there. That's not what we want. Squeeze those oranges, engage that back, engage that core. This is a nice position. Squeeze those glutes. I don't know if you can tell, but I am flexing them right now. Squeeze those glutes to lift the weights to the shoulders, like so. Reverse lunge, back down. Clean, so that clean motion. Weights skim up to the shoulders. So we're not swinging them out. They come up nice and clean, elbows high and tucked in. Then we move on to cross press. So palms facing a little bit forward. We're going to go across the body, not flat against the body, so sort of up and across, up and across. When we get back here, we're going to do a wide bicep curl. So palms just a little bit facing out. Then you're going to come back in, cross, cross, and that bicep curl. And the last one we're going to do, we'll see. I think you'll probably want to go lighter weights on this one. We're going to do a side lunge. We're going to come in and that lateral raise. So lateral lunge, lateral raise on the lunge. You want to make sure you push those hips back so that you can get deep into that lunge. Weight comes all the way over, push off that leg. Get back to center and the lateral raise. Don't come way out here. You've got less range of motion, pushes more into the parts of the shoulder we don't want to push into. So bring those weights just a little forward, soft bend in the elbow, up to those shoulders, control it back down, and off we go on the other side. So, easy, 3 rounds of this. Hope you are rested and you've been listening to me waffle. So drink up last bits of that water, and we're going in 12 seconds. We're going into that deadlift clean to a reverse lunge. If you aren't getting the hang of the clean, just keep the weights down, give me a deadlift, and then just go into the lunge with the weights staying down. Here we go. 1 on each side, and back down. Give me that lunge. We want to see 90 degrees in each knee. Think about, when you go onto those lunges, think about going train tracks, not tightrope. So straight back, don't tuck it behind that front leg. That's what makes it really difficult to balance. Core's tight. All right, 10 seconds rest. And we're going to do that cross press into that bicep curl. Here we go. So, push up, across away from the body. And then when you get back, nice curl, nice and controlled. If you need to go lighter in the weight, please go lighter. All right, there you go. 10 seconds, and we're going into that lateral lunge, to that lateral raise. So we want to make sure our core is nice and tight. Inhale in, exhale, engage that core. Off we go, push those hips back. Come in, that raise up, off to the side, push up, and that raise up. Whew. And we keep a soft bend in the elbow, arms just slightly in front of that body. There we go, first round of that done. 10 seconds, we go into those deadlifts. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. Push those hips back, keep that back nice and straight. And up, lunge. That deadlift is a hinge movement. Push those hips back, like you're closing a car. You've got bags, shopping bags in your hand, you need to close the car door. Push those hips back. Squeeze those glutes at the back of the move. So right here, squeeze those glutes, push those hips forward. It's a hinge movement where a squat is a knee bend movement. This has got your hip hinging. All right. Here we're going to take it across the body and then in for those bicep curls. Here we go. And curl, nice and slow, full extension all the way down. All the way down, all the way up. Get that full extension. Really work those biceps. All right, here we go for that lateral lunge. So that lateral raise. Woo! Engage that core. Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
There we go. All right, we've got 10 seconds, then we're back for our last round. Then we move on again.
3.
Here we go. Shoulders back and down, core tight. Push those hips back, squeeze those glutes. Drive it up. Almost there, 10 seconds. All right, we're going for that crossbody press. Whew.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. And then that bicep curl. And down. 1, 2. Woo. Ooh. Here we go. 1, 2. 2. Whew. Yeesh. Glad I don't have to do another round of these. 1, 2.
3,
Ooh.
1.
Done. All right. Lateral range. Lateral lunge to a lateral raise. Even. Engage that core. Here we go. One of these, and we're moving on to our third circuit. We're halfway. Fourth circuit is core. Please snow so we get nice light down. Yeah. All right. Okay. Put this timer. Okay, so grab some water. This is our halfway point. 2 seconds down, 2 to go. Next up, we are going to row 3 ways. So we're going to get our weights. We're going to engage that core. We're going to push the hips back, keeping the back straight, like we would in a deadlift. So engage and push back. And then we're going to row. We're going to come wide. So palms facing back. We're going to come out wide. Elbows just a little bit behind the body, okay? So not out here. Here, then we're going to turn the palms in. And we're going to row into those hips. We're going to come down and we're going to put the palms forward and row into the hips again. Palms face, and then palms wide. We're going to repeat those 3. We're going to move back and forward through them. Then we're going to sumo squat. So wide squat. Toes are pointing out. And knees are going to track in that same line, so the knees are going to go out. We don't want the knees to pull in. So we're going to stay up straight, chest is up high. We're going to lower into that squat. Then we are going to do little pulses as we hammer curl in that squat. Yeah. That one's going to burn. That one's going to burn us right on those inner thighs and those glutes. And the last one we're going to do is I'm going to use some slightly lighter weights for this one. We are going to swing up. Now this is going to be a bit of a core move, so we're going to swing our arms all the way up. We're going to keep that core engaged, and we're going to let them slowly come down. We really want to control that lower now. When we get to about here, take those hips back to catch it and power it back up. You're going to need the hips to push it back up. Otherwise it's going to be a little bit too much on the shoulders. So definitely use the power of those glutes. Get it back up. Try not to overextend, don't let those arms fall back. Keep the arms by the ears and the core locked in. Slow, 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 slow down. I'm really going to use your core and your upper body to control. You're going to want light weights. This isn't really about pumping a particular muscle, it's about stability and control. So, finish up on that water. We've got about 20 seconds before we go on this one. So, We, as a recap, have the 3-way row, the sumo squat with alternating hammer curls and a little pulse movement. And we have that swing up, controlled on the way down. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. We are going to go with those rows. Keep that core tight, that back straight, out wide, out into those hips, face forward, into those hips, back to neutral, back to wide. All the points of that back with these rows. Feel the shoulder blades pulling together. You don't have to be like bent right down as well. If you're feeling like a little pull in that back, a little arch in that back, reset, come back up. You don't have to go as low down.
3, 2, 1.
All right, 10 seconds, we're going into those sumos. So wide stance, toes point out.
3,
Here we go. So, little pulses, pause tight. Squeeze those glutes together. This one's gonna burn. Don't mind. This is our last circuit before we hit the 4th circuit, so let's just see it out. If the weights get too much, the hammers get too much, you can go down in weight, or you can just put the weight down and do that pulse, okay? You can even stop the hammer and just hold the weights. I find that hammer kind of helps me do the pulse.
3, 2, 1.
All right, 10 seconds, so switch out those weights. If you're on slightly heavier weights, go slightly lighter for me.
3, 2, 1.
All right, so swing up. Hold that core tight. Control, 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 control. When you get to about here, let it swing back. Catch that swing. Get that back up in the air. There you go. All right. 10 seconds, we're back to the beginning with those rows. Yeesh, I am sweating, gang. Here we go. Pulse tight, let's row. Let's get that back working. There we go. Right, 10 seconds, we're going into those sumo squats. So take that wide stance, engage that core. Let's go. Do those pulses. Get those biceps going. Whoa, almost there. Feel that burn. Squeeze those glutes. 10 seconds. Two, one. All right, switch those weights out. Woo. Here we go. Swing it back. And up, lock that core in. Slow and controlled. Almost there.
3, 2, 1.
Woo, all right. 10 seconds, we're going last time round on this circuit. Then we're gonna get our mat and hit the floor. So, let's row. Almost there. Seconds. Woo. Waiting on that buzzer. My goodness. All right. Sumo squats. Take it wide. Here we go. Core tight. Use those glutes. Seconds, keep going. We got this. Ooh, 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Yay! Thought that would never end. My goodness. All right, swings.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Slow and steady, slow and steady. Core engage. Yeah! There we go, gang. All right, another one bites the dust. We are going to, you can get some water for me. Whew. And then we're going to get on mats. So, lay your mats out. And so we're going to get on the floor. So I'm going to demonstrate these next exercises to you. I'm actually just going to bring this closer so I want them down. I don't have to get back up. So we are going to do a skull crusher with a glute bridge. So, skull crusher is going to target back of our arm here, those triceps. So lying down, I want you to inhale into your tummy, exhale. We're going to lift those glutes off the floor into that bridge. Then we're going to push these arms up. Palms are facing. We're going to bring those arms back just a little. And then you're going to lower, you're going to bend the elbow, lower the weights. Control it so you don't knock yourself on the head. And then you're going to extend the arm again, but you're only moving the bottom part of the arm. So the top of your arm doesn't move. Once it's in position, it stays. So we can really isolate those triceps. Okay, and if you don't, if it's too much to hold the glute bridge at the same time, we can just be here, or we can do those skull crushers like so. You don't have to be in the glute bridge. Just make sure you hold that core tight so that when we come back here, you don't feel that arch off of the mat. Keep it nice and straight. You don't have to like bear into the mat. We don't want that either. That's more like a crunch. Just keep the spine nice and neutral. Hold the core tight so that it doesn't end up arching off. Next up, we are doing a sit back and we're going to do some bicep curls. Still light weights. Legs out in front of us. We're going to inhale and exhale so that we're in this sort of V. Now go back as far as you can control. So if you can see, I'll do it without engaging so you can see that my stomach will cone. So if I came back here, you see all that coning? That's because I'm not controlling that. I'm not controlling the pressure. My core, I haven't engaged my core, but you might be engaged and just you've gone too far back that you just don't have the strength to control it. So go back to where you can. So inhale, exhale, engage. And then if it's here, that's okay. That's where you can go to. If you can go a little further back, also great. You can also put a pillow just behind your bum if you want to, just for some extra support. Once we're in that place, we are going to hold it and bicep curl. And then the last one we're going to do is a dead bug. So tabletop pose, 90 degrees in those legs, arms up above. Inhale and exhale. Now again, we talk about that back lifting off the mat. That's what we're going to be focused on. So we're going to extend one leg back and one arm back. If you find that in doing that, you're here, there's a couple of things we could do. First of all, you can do this without weights. So if the weights are proving too much, go without them. If it's still too much, you can straighten that leg to where you can control. So you don't have to come all the way down. You can also hold the arms still and not add that extra pressure. So engage that core. Just like we said earlier, if I didn't engage my core or I wasn't controlling it, I would be sort of here. Pushed it out, coned up and off the mat. So just watch for that core connection. These are all moves that will help if you have ab separation, but you have to know where you have the control and where you don't. And if you feel you've slipped that control, you can't control that move anymore, please make sure you reset. If you try again and you still can't, then lessen the move, lessen the pressure on that core. All right, so first up, we are going to do those skull crushers. We're going to do this 3 times round with 10 seconds rest. So same timing as before. So grab those weights into position. Inhale, exhale, engage that core, and then lift those glutes off of the ground. Bring those weights up, bring those arms back just a little bit, and then we can give that skull crusher a good go. That glute bridge is really engaging that core while the weights are working those triceps. If you need to, you can hold one weight between 2 hands, like this. Just make sure you don't hit your head. All right, relax. If you do have any ab separation, roll onto your side to sit up and come up this way. Inhale, exhale, go back to where you can control, and then give me those bicep curls. And 3, 2, 1. All right. Again, we're going to lie down for the dead bug. If you have ab separation, please lay down on your side and roll out this way. Bring one knee up, then the other knee up, and then go from there. Remember, go to where you can control. Where you feel you're losing that control, pull it up. There we go. All right. So 10 seconds. We go up. I was going to sit up. There, we're going to skull crushers so we can stay down. Oh, lie down. That's nice. All right. Inhale, exhale. Bring those glutes up. Push those arms up. Back just a little bit. And then let's go. sit up, just softer on that core. Inhale, exhale, find that point. Seconds. Woo.
3, 2, 1.
All right, down for that dead bug, so onto the side, control, and around. Inhale, exhale, one knee, up. Here we go. I think this is my favorite core exercise, actually. All right, and hold. Skull crushes in a minute, so inhale, exhale. Here we go, take this arm back a little bit. Glutes are tight, core is tight. Good, overextend those hips. Weight down, onto your side, and then push up. Inhale, exhale, into position, let's go. About 10 seconds. And we've only got dead bugs. And then we're going to be cooling down.
3, 2, 1.
All right, onto your side, lower down and around. Dead bugs for the finish. Bring one knee up, then the other. Here we go. For the finish. Almost there. 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
There we go. Yay! You did it, gang. All right. Let's just give that core a stretch out. Whew. Do a quick little warm up here. Whew. All right, come back into child's pose. Give that a little stretch there. Come back forward. And take it back. When want you to thread one arm under the other. I'm sorry if that affects it. So. And the other side. All right, you're going to bring one leg forward. We're going to lean in. We're going to bring the opposite arm up. Lean over to intensify that stretch in those hips. Hold it there for a little second. You're going to sit back on the back leg, and then you're going to stretch the front leg out. Then you're going to change that side, bring the other leg forward, lean in, and stretch over. You should feel all that extra stretch in the hip there. And sit back. Give me that stretch on the other leg. Hands down, bring one leg to the other. We're going to straighten those legs and we're going to slowly bring our body up. Head coming up last and nice and slow. All right. We are going to bring one arm across in front of the other. And then you want to take it overhead. Stretch those triceps, they're going to want that stretch. And then the other side. Sorry, it always gets my mic. And over the top. I want you to clasp your hands behind your back and stretch out. Stretch out. Look up. All right, and relax. Some shoulder rolls. Take them back. And then bring them forward. There we go. Hug it out. And that is your workout today. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, come back for more.